With Lucas, there's a whole bunch of different ways that we're going to teach you or expose you to swinging from a seated position, since you can't use, you've lost the use of your legs, and you will come to us in a seated position. And we don't have a single rider golf cart. Even if we had a single rider golf cart, would we immediately put someone from chair to single rider golf cart? This is when you say no, and we'll talk about that. So we can introduce you to the short clubs, tee golf, and a flatter club. But you see, teachers, how that sits on the ground so much better, at least to give them a chance, versus the upright club. Yeah. So I'm going to let you try with one arm and two arms, and we'll just take it from there.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you set up, and we'll figure out ball position and all that good stuff. So you feel like right about there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. We'll start there and see what happens. Clear. Back or forward or?
No, there. That's good.
Okay, cool. Clear. Okay, cool. Instant success. Fair deal? So you could face the range, one arm. You could face me, one arm, two arm. Lots of different varieties. There is no one way to do it. And what you find is comfortable for you, you may say, I don't like that. And you're like, I love it. Okay, but at least we have three different options. Okay. Yeah.
I'm already noticing that, like, even in a wheelchair, the arm would be in the way. Like, the arm rest would be in the way. So you would want just a flat seat with nothing here.
Okay. Very good observation. Now, when you're working with somebody in a chair, their chair is their legs. You and I walked here. Somebody using a wheelchair, that's their mode of transportation. We don't touch their wheelchair, and if we're going to move the armrest, we have a discussion first. We just don't instantly get in their space and start tearing apart their mode of transportation, because when we walked out here, I wasn't holding on to your leg. Must understand that and respect that. What you'd want to do is say, hey Lucas, it might behoove us to try without the armrest. How would you feel about that?
I would like to try that.
Okay, cool. There are not every veteran or person with a disability that arrives to your station with a chair is going to feel that way. They may say, no, I need not so much my security as I need my chair. And then it depends on the type of chair. Not all armrests just disengage and swing off to the side, or absolutely release and you can move them off to the side. It all depends. Some will be sports chairs, you know, where the wheels go in and it's a very short back and low armrest, then you don't have to worry about it. That's a hint that they've got a very low disability. So higher chair could be different issues with core muscles or where their break is, which we'll talk about later. Yes.
Do you, like a normal student that you're
Typical.
teaching?
Typical.
Typical student?
Typical. We'll talk about that.
Discuss with him what he's already experienced in the game of golf?
As far as like when he played, how much?
Yeah, or,
we've already done all that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah.
we're in the advanced part here.
Yeah.
A little more advanced.
You already know, and you know, since we're doing the outdoor afternoon session first, later today when we're doing indoors, a lot of this will come together. We kind of skip many steps only because of the weather. Plus it's nicer out right now than later. But yes, you would have qualified your player ahead of time, and you would have had a form that the players filled out to give you a hint or maybe what some of their issues might be, if even, and not all of them will even tell you. But yes, I would have a discussion. I'm not instantly going to have Lucas just swing and hit clubs, balls. I would have a talk with him first. Yes. You would do your Q&A, FBI agent, peel back the layers of the onions like all of your players. Yes. Okay. So you noticed that kind of a chair has restrictions.
Yeah.
Also, Lucas was using his legs at the ground as a force plate. If I asked him to swing with his feet elevated, all of a sudden his upper body's going to start wobbling because he has nothing really to lean on. Does that make sense? So go ahead and hold your legs off together. Which means kick and core muscles are now engaged.
Oh boy,
Not all paraplegics or people that have spinal cord injuries have use of their core muscles. Depends on where their break is and what injury they have. I think you're funny. You're still using your body, but that's fair. Wow. My knees hurt looking at you do that. You're like 21? He drinks WD-40 for breakfast. I understand. All right, so go ahead and set up. You know, not funny. Interesting. I have worked with amputees where they have no limbs from their torso down, and they come to you in a chair. They're high enough where they can use their regular length or length and regular lie clubs. Go ahead and set up for me. Just do a rehearsal first. Watch your wrist on that. Yeah. I would think maybe in a facing me so that this part of your wrist here doesn't hit that. I don't even know if that'll matter.
I think this is better actually because I feel like my hips are cleared.
You got it. Go ahead and set up. Now, would a newbie say that?
No.
This is always the difference when we're working with a group of pros. But this is good because you're ahead of the ball game.
This is really eye-opening, by the way. I've never done this. Obviously, I've played around and tried to hit balls off my knees and stuff like that for kids, and I like to mess around. I'm like the biggest kid there is, but this is so restrictive. This is it kind of makes you empathize with the student so much because I feel like I'm not going to hit it very far, and I can't really turn. I can't really do what I normally would do. So it gives you that empathy for the very eye-opening.
So we're doing our job.
Yes,
Excellent.
very much.
Thank you. And you've worked with the vets before, so
Yes.
that's even more powerful.
Yes.
So thank you, Lucas.
Yeah.
Go ahead and set up. Clear. That's like with no effort. It's pretty good, huh? Yes, no?
Very good. Yes. Excellent.
Sign language, a little round of applause, or a little round of applause. So that's good.
I felt pretty good considering.
Considering, yeah. Do me a favor now, just for craps and giggles, face me.
Okay.
Yeah. That hurts looking at.
And again, without the feet touching the ground.
Yeah, if you want to. Rehearse. You feel like you're leaning forward, or should you sit back more?
No, I just
I'll move the tee.
No.
Well, here, let's do it this way. Go ahead and set up for me. Feel like you're okay there?
Yeah.
Now, I'm talking to Lucas because he's a teacher, but a vet or somebody you're working with who's never really done this work wouldn't know yes